Talks, sponsored by Lexus of Las Vegas and Lexus of Henderson.
Millions of Americans have been using their home as a workspace for months after COVID-19 pushed many out of the office. I spoke with Brad Zucker from Save Money Advisors to explain the hidden cost of working from home and how you can save money. Brad, working from home has a lot of benefits, but there are also hidden costs out there. So what are these hidden but real costs?
Well, a recent survey showed about half of American workers are now doing their jobs remotely since the pandemic began. And while most people aren't spending money on things like commuting or dry cleaning, working from home is costing employees about $100 more per month than working from their offices. One of the reasons is they're spending more money on food and utilities because they're spending more time at home. On top of that, when you look at the cost of creating a home office, it could be a pretty penny between the desk, the printers, and the office supplies. But most companies are not required to reimburse for those expenses. The laws vary from state to state.
Right. And so, Brad, we have a lot of costs that we're talking about. I guess the expenses, people will be wondering, can they write this off in their taxes?
Most likely, no. A recent change in the tax law means workers cannot claim unreimbursed expenses. It only applies to self-employed workers who use their office for business purposes, not personal ones. So be sure to check with a tax professional to see which laws apply to your specific situation.
Right. And a lot of people have been working from home now, but how can they prepare for a better financial future, especially considering all of this additional cost?
Well, it's like everything in life. You need to have a plan with your finances, and it all starts with updating your budget. So budgets are like clothes. What fit great last year may not fit so well this year. Our lives are completely different looking than they were a few months ago. Our budgets should be different as well.
Yeah, and budgeting can be easier said than done. So what would be your advice for people who are trying to figure out their budget?
Well, the first thing you need to do is determine how much income your family takes home each month. Include unexpected resources such as a government stimulus check. Next, keep track of all the money that you're spending now that you're working from home and your spending habits might have changed. For example, some families are spending more money on food and utilities, but saving money on entertainment and restaurants. Finally, having cash set aside in a savings account prevents draining your funds or taking on debt if there's an emergency like a medical expense or a home repair. It also allows you to dedicate more money to your financial future, like your retirement. So while this might look daunting, we've got a great budget worksheet on my website at askbradzucker.com that makes it really easy to get started.
Yeah, and saving is always very important. Again, thank you so much again for your time, Brad. We'll put all of this at KTNV.com, and we'll be right back.